some shoes, and anything else they might need. So now Jeff's going to talk about our competitors.
Thanks very much, Andy. All right, so as you can see up here, we have 4 main competitors. We have 2 online offerings and 2 brick and mortar offerings. So our 2 main online competitors are Beaverang and ThredUp. Now Beaverang is also a baby clothing rental company, but they specialize in high-end, high-cost clothing. So things like Armani jackets and Gucci pants. Not really a feasible option for the typical American parent. Then we have offerings like ThredUp. ThredUp works by facilitating trades between parents. So parents with clothing that their child can't fit into can trade with parents who have clothes that fit their child. The only problem with that model is that there's no transfer to the company, which means that there's no way to regulate the quality of the clothing that's being transferred and sent out. We circumvent both of these problems because all clothing that's being sent out is sent to us first. We validate the quality of the clothing and make sure that it's still usable before we redistribute it. Then the 2 major brick and mortar offerings are Once Upon a Child and thrift stores like Goodwill. Once Upon a Child is very similar to us in that they sell used clothing to parents and then buy it back for a fraction of the original price. However, because they're a brick and mortar store, they don't have the diverse selection that we will have. Then stores like Goodwill and other thrift stores like that, they may have a very wide offering of clothing, but the quality may not be up to par for a parent, and they may not be comfortable letting their child wear it. Furthermore, with both of these stores, they have the problem of not delivering to your door like we will. So we went out, we talked to a lot of parents shopping at baby stores, as well as managers at different baby stores in the Austin area, and they helped us paint a picture of our target market. So let me introduce you to Lauren. Lauren is a mother, like 75% of the primary buyers for baby clothing. She is middle class, and she's looking to buy clothing that's both fashionable and budget conscious. So this is a mock-up of what our website is going to look like. It's large and user-friendly. You can see that it diverts traffic based on the gender of the child. So since Lauren has 2 twins, Bert and Ernie, we're going to go to the boys section of the page. Now on this page, you see that there's selection options on the left side, as well as a variety of different clothing that you can pick from. Once you selected clothing, she drags it to the queue on the right side of the page, the queue to queue. And when she drags it there, once she fills it up with the clothing that's part of the package, she'll be able to check out using the simple login and user face.
So Lauren is able to save a fair amount of money by using our service. So this table shows what she would have paid had she gone to Walmart to get a basic package worth of clothing. So for $20 a month, she's able to get over $75 worth of clothes. And also, in 3 months, when Bird grows out of it, like she can get all new stuff. She doesn't have to store it in the closet or give it away or do something with that. So this is what it would have looked like had she gone with the Premier package. Like she would have saved a lot more money and gotten a lot more value. So even though we're able to save Lauren money, we could also make a lot of profit for ourselves with this model. So we did an in-depth analysis of the per garment cost and the per garment profitability really for our clothes. So by doing this, we looked into the garment revenue per cycle, as well as what it would cost to get it from our international wholesalers, the shipping costs to ship it to and from the customer, as well as any operating costs for managing inventory, paying our employees, or anything like that. So we found that after the second rental cycle, or once the garment is shipped out to its second person, it's making a profit for the company. And having a garment go out for the third or 4th cycle, which is very possible, it can make even more money per garment. Additionally, you need to keep in mind we're shipping out hundreds or even thousands of garments, so the possibility of scaling up profit, making a significant money for the company is very possible. Thank you. So this is our team. We had a lot of great business developers. Myself, Jeff, and Blake. Also, we had like Aston, David, Faraz, and Zaki in our development team. And finally, we had a lot of great graphics help. So we have a very strong team, and we have a very competent product. Thank you for listening. We'll take any questions now if you have them.
Yeah, I love the name you guys came up with. That's terrific. What are you guys thinking about as far as to get people to buy? Is there going to be kind of clothing brands you're going to put out there that everybody knows? I mean, what was your thinking and to getting moms over this purchase?
Sure. So one thing that we did as part of our market research is talk to managers at baby clothing stores. We talked to Once Upon a Child manager here in Austin, and she said that in terms of prioritizing clothing purchases for their children, it was about 50-50 between the brand of the clothing and the quality of the clothing. So we validate the quality of all of our clothing, and we'll be able to partner with OEMs to make high quality garments to send out to mothers. Also, user satisfaction is our #1 priority. You know, we're not even though we brand ourselves as the Netflix of baby clothes, we're not sending out a Family Guy DVD. We're sending out clothing for your child to wear. So user satisfaction is really important to us.
Good. So you part of this pitch to moms would be we're going to use, I don't even know what both baby clothing brands are, but a common baby clothing brand, so they know what they're expecting, just like with Netflix.
So part of our operation is just like ensuring that it's clean, it's as high quality, and there's no tears or stains or anything like that. So like cleanliness is like when we talk to moms, we survey them. Cleanliness was the #1 thing that came up. So one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna wash all the clothes in house and make sure they're clean and like bacteria free, and really like stand by our cleanliness and stand by the safety of our product.
I guess what I'm getting at is brand. You know,
Yeah.
if you got the clothing brand, everybody knows what it is already.
So actually, of the people, actually quality and a cuteness factor is much more important than the brand itself. So people like brands because it often means high quality, but usually quality is the factor that they care about more than the label behind it.
So there's a ton of things I love about this. I generally love anything that sells to parents that have babies because they'll spend a lot of money. And I have 2 little kids, and I definitely and like we buy things that they wear 3 times and then they outgrow, and then or they just wear it once and it gets completely disgusting. Which I don't know if that solves your problem, but so I love that about it. I think it's really good. I think I think this makes economic sense. People can save a lot of money. So I think you got that. That all makes a lot of sense. And interestingly enough, when I first heard the name, I was like, oh, I really like it because I heard this on Friday, and I don't think you had that then. But on the other hand, like, the cutie QQ thing is like cute, but nobody's gonna. If you say that to somebody, they're not gonna know where to go type in or where to go, and that makes me not like it. Even though I like it, so like conceptually, like I think it's important that you get word of mouth out of it. So have you guys thought any more about how you get your initial group of clothes?
So actually, so one of the big challenges we have is like scaling up our inventory, and like it's hard to do that without having a lot of cash, but also like you need the inventory to get more customers and expand out. So the idea is to slowly grow it first, and like over time, just add a little bit at a time, like increase the inventory by 10%. Increase the inventory like as the company grows, so that way it's not as much of a shock.
I think you could almost like come up with a pattern of identifying, like on Craigslist, people that have their last kid, and just like literally just taking a whole lot, just like at a really, really low price. Like I'll give you, $200 for all your clothes, right? And just get a whole ton of them at once.
If the quality's there, we can do that.
I think it's a great model. I have a closet full that you guys could have.
You have one more question. So I saw that you estimated 2 cycles. You did 2 years. I was trying to figure out, have you worked on how long the clothing lasts, and therefore what the replacement cost is as you move through different cycles?
So we did some market research, and it looks like the clothing lasts about 2 to 3 months on average between the outgrowing the clothing or it being destroyed for whatever reason. So that's how we planned our cycles. Every time we rent out clothing, it'll be for a 3-month cycle. And of course, if the client needs new clothing for whatever reason, they can reset the cycle early by requesting new clothing.
So all our projections assume that 30% of the stock gets destroyed, which is pretty typical for like
So you do 100% replacement every 3 cycles?
Yeah, more or less. And like even if we just take a hit on that and take a loss, like we could still be profitable by the second renting cycle for a piece of clothing.
I think that's powerful marketing. You go out and say that no matter what your kid does to this clothing, you're still going to get a new batch of like high quality clothes, no matter what condition you return it.
I mean, you're exactly right. Like babies throw up, they poop, they make a mess. So like it's just like natural to assume
Not
that
my kid.
some of this stuff's gonna get destroyed, and just be willing to forgive some of that.
What is what cycle do you stop making money? I mean, what is the cycle? When do you stop making money if this is turning over too quick?
So we're aiming at the first 2 years of a baby's life. So that's when they grow the fastest. In the first 12 months, kids need a completely new wardrobe every 3 months. And then for year 2, it's every 6 months. So that's when we can save the most, and that's when parents are wasting the most money on baby clothing. So that's who we're aiming for.
Those are all the questions we have time for.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.